You got no playoff wins.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Two to throw right away. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Rizzo just like to talk, bro. He been doing this shit his whole life. That's his specialty.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Who the fuck is Damar Hamlin out there? Why is Hairston not on the field?
Buffalo defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua.
Okay, Damar Hamlin? Why the fuck is he in the game, though?
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Here you go, Bashir Tua, Big Tua.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
That's how you punch that motherfucker in there.
The early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Big Tua in.
to the touchdown pass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Come on, I was there, bro. Kept making me switch stick the wrong way.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua sets up to pass it. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Draw play, Etienne. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Bills' 14-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's Allen. A short throw to Musgrave. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays,
I knew that was a bad pass.
And the Dolphins force the
My fault, Reed. Trying to force shit.
And this Charles definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
and you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Down the field, he's down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. That's quickly out wide to Davis. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Tua going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going on.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Allen. That's taken in by Franklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. First and
2 is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ballgame.
Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just wrapped up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now to it. That'll be caught by Rice. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they get big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rashee Rice, 44 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. And he missed it. Not only was it wide right, didn't even look to have the distance either. Wow. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Allen. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
19 more yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. Musgrave's got it outright. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Sirlein connects on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Got his man, it's Warren. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Dolphins.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle to Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Go ahead. 18.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's good.
Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's taken down right at the 40. 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Allen. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Allen to throw once more. Short throw to Musgrave. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Allen now looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Rice. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua sets up to pass it. And it is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, or anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Walker complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on second and long. Allen going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Henley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rashee Rice, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to claw one back. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The Tua are going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets around him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now Allen. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. JT Tuimoloau brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Allen again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and
is a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Rashee Rice, 60 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
56, 56.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Allen going to change this at the line.
Buffalo Bills.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Here's Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Tua going to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano, his 2nd sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And now here's another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zuerlein good with the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is Smith with the ground. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for two.
Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock.
A big play here for Buffalo. 39 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So first and 10 now from the 30. So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bills come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.